Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I want to tell you a story. If you know me, you know of my love for Reverend Dr. Pauli Murray. That's her behind me in a portrait painted by Gypsy Schindler. It's a wonderful, wonderful portrait. And I was asked by the folks at my church to participate in a series called Songs of the Saints. And so we did a program around Reverend Dr. Pauli Murray, one of the saints. And most of it was around her life and her journey. And Reverend Samantha, who's just absolutely brilliant, framed things out in a way that led us to her poem, Dark Testament, specifically verse 8. It's a long poem, but there are different verses or stanzas or renderings within this poem. And Reverend Dr. Pauli Murray, if you don't know who she is, you really should look her up. She is iconic in civil rights, women's rights, the rights of African Americans, you name it, LGBTQ plus people. Her work is the seminal work that led us to talk about justice and equality in this nation. Thurgood Marshall used her work in Brown versus Board decision. Ruth Bader Ginsburg used her work in making things equal for women in this country. So she's everywhere. She's absolutely everywhere. She was on the freight train when the Scottsboro Boys were on there, just everywhere. So this poem says this: hope is a crushed stalk between clenched fingers. Hope is a bird's wing broken by a stone. Hope is a word in a tuneless ditty, a word whispered with the wind, a dream of 40 acres and a mule, a cabin of one's own and a moment to rest, a name and place for one's children and children's children at last. Hope is a song in a weary throat. Give me a song of hope and a world where I can sing it. Give me a song of faith and a people to believe in it. Give me a song of kindliness and a country where I can live it. Give me a song of hope and love and a brown girl's heart to hear it. So we discussed this movement around hope for African Americans being a song in a weary throat. And then I asked our mayor, Van Johnson, to help me demonstrate the sound of this song in a weary throat and why that would sound differently. And then our musical director led us through the hymnal, Lift Every Voice and Sing, and we all sang as a congregation this hope for the future and for the now, for generation to generation. And it was a powerful, powerful evening. But I explained to the audience that you couldn't sing these songs truly the way she's talking, this sound in a weary throat, without this experience that went with it. So here it is. And let me stay. I am tired. I am weak. Lead me on to the light. Take my hand, precious Lord, and lead